Hi guys, Kurt Provost here, your guide to all things new skin. I just heard about a study that helps us in our new skin business so much. And if you're not in new skin, if you're not in business at all, this is still going to be some very interesting information that you want to be in possession of because it reveals one of the key factors that influences us on a subconscious level. So how is that useful for our new skin business? Well, if you want to position the products in the best possible light, if you want to have as many sales as possible, if you want people joining your business, then you want to understand this principle of influence. And for those who aren't in business, well, you want to understand it so that it's not used against you for nefarious reasons, like a government that has ulterior motives or a large corporation or whatever it is. It's great to be aware. So here's what the study was. It was run in California in a few different neighborhoods, and it was done by a number of different behavioral psychologists. And the researchers went door to door with a survey, and they had 4 different reasons that they wanted the residents to decide what was the most influential reason for limiting their power bill. So it's all around power usage, electricity, energy. What would influence them the most to decrease their energy usage? And the first option was because it is good for the environment. Now that's probably quite influential. The second one is because it's great for future generations. You know, you're going to leave something for future generations. So they're appealing to their kids and their grandkids. That's influential. And then the third one is because it will save you money. Now, personally, I believe that would be the most powerful or the most influential factor. And the fourth one was because all your neighbors are doing it. So it's because other people are doing it, you should do it too. And I thought, yeah, that's probably influential as well. So what do you think out of those 4 different reasons? You've got the environment, you've got future generations, you've got it saves you money, and because other people are doing it. Which of those 4 is going to be most impactful? Well, without a shadow of a doubt, they all ranked that number 4, the least influential for them, would be because their neighbors are doing it. That's not even a factor. It's not important at all. And they basically listed it off in the same order as it was given. So because it's good for the environment, it's good for our future generations, it'll save some money, and then maybe, but not really, because other people are doing it too. But that doesn't come into it. So that's the results of the first part of this study. So what the researchers then did is they assigned different households a different piece of information that they reminded them of. So they chose one of those 4 criteria, and let's say the first household, they gave them pamphlets or they stuck something on their door that was saying that how much the environment is being helped by them minimizing their energy consumption. And the next lot of households were told, you know, how much future generations are going to be grateful for what they're doing today in regards to conserving their energy usage. And then the next set of households were saying, you know, you guys are going to save so much money because you're conserving your energy usage. And then the last lot of houses were sharing another survey that was run on how all their neighbors had cut down so much on their energy usage, suggesting that they perhaps should too. Now, what do you think was the end result of that after a month time had passed? Who had cut down their energy consumption the most? Well, it turns out we don't know ourselves very well, because the reason that everyone unanimously said was the least influential turned out to be the most influential by a long shot. The homes that had reinforced the message that all their neighbors were conserving energy ended up conserving the most energy by far. It was shooting it out of the park compared to the environment, compared to conserving for future generations, and compared to saving money. That is mind-blowing stuff, because the implications of that are massive. This is called social proof, and it is a fundamental factor of our behavior that we seek out guidance from others. We seek out social cues, and particularly from those that we strongly identify with. So if there's someone that you believe belongs to your tribe, so to speak, or someone that you look up to, someone who is in a position of authority, then we put more weight on the things that they're doing. So if you're in a certain neighborhood and you like that neighborhood, then what all the other people in that neighborhood are doing, what your neighbors are doing, is going to have a very strong influence on what you end up doing too, on your day-to-day behavior. And so this comes into play in a number of different ways, and it benefits human beings in many ways, because the motivation to make accurate decisions as efficiently as possible is done by looking around at what everyone else is doing. And so there's also the motivation to affiliate with and to gain the approval of others, and there's the motivation to be seen in a positive light by others. So this is all creating that social proof that we have built into us because we are those herd animals, those tight-knit communities that we evolved with for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years. It's within us. So now that we know that that is within us and it's a very strong motivating factor, here's a couple of ways that you can hack that to your advantage and be sure that it's not being used against you. As we see right now in society, there is a huge push in a certain direction, and it's important to appreciate that social proof comes into that, and it is quite difficult to stand back and objectively view the situation without getting too swept up in that social proof. But being aware of the power that it has over you is one step towards freeing yourself somewhat from that power. But here's how you can use it to your advantage. Number one, just in general for life, is that you can choose better people to be around, because you're automatically going to be seeking cues on how to behave from those people, whether you like it or not. That is happening. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with really high quality people, with people that you admire, with people that you aspire to emulate, with people that you would like to be in the same situation or circumstances that they're currently in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, whatever it may be. Don't surround yourself with people that you feel you're better than, if you look down upon them, because you're kind of dragging yourself down just by default with that. So there is the quote of, you are the average of your 5 closest friends, and that does ring true for this very reason. So that's one way that you can hack it to your advantage, is upgrade that circle of 5 closest friends or 5 closest associations. And that's a great part of Nu Skin, a business like Nu Skin, is that suddenly you have access to people that are really high quality. You have access to people who are millionaires, who have done amazing things in their lives and who are striving to do even better things. And that can really raise your vibration and raise the standard of behavior that you accept from yourself. And I think that is invaluable. In regards to Nu Skin business and actually selling products, well, it pays to position or to highlight different factors like that create that social proof. So let's just say on social media, if perhaps you're creating videos on YouTube and you started off and no one is watching it, but then you got your first 100 views or your first 1,000 views or your first 100 followers or subscribers or whatever it may be. Do a post about that, celebrate that and say, hey, only 5 weeks ago, no one was subscribed and now there's 100 people. Thank you so much, guys. That is creating just a little drop of social proof. And that means people pay attention. They go, oh, something's going on over there, because there's other people who are paying attention to that. Particularly, you want to identify who your target market is. Who is that avatar, that ideal candidate that you want in your business, you want to be working with, or your ideal client that you want to be working with. There's just no hassle whatsoever. They love the products, they get fantastic results, and it builds a great business. So if you can identify who those people are, then you want to start highlighting the fact that those people are partnering with you, that they're your clients, that they are working with you, because it will attract more people like them. This is social proof in action. What are some ways that you could use social proof to help grow your business? Brainstorm that, because the ideas are absolutely endless, and this is a really powerful concept. So make use of it. And actually, just on that note, before we go, this is why three-way calls, introducing people to your sponsor, to your upline, utilizing events and the other resources that we have available to us here at Nu Skin, the support of our team, it all creates that social proof. It's already been understood and built into the business model. So with social media, you can just supercharge that to a whole nother level. And I suggest you really have fun with it, play around with it, and figure out some ways that you can just add a few more drops of social proof into your business building activities. That's all for today, guys. My name is Kurt Provost. I am your guide to all things Nu Skin. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Write a comment, let me know what your idea is to social proof, and we can brainstorm publicly. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to be notified next time I create a video like this or a product related video too. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, guys.